Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. As you can see by the title, today we are all gathered for part one of my Sephora haul. For those of you who are new here, my hauls are longer and usually split up because I test everything pretty thoroughly before I tell you guys about it, because a lot of things are very expensive and in a Sephora cart things add up very quickly, so that's what I'm here for. This is from Neogen. It's the BioPeel Advanced Treatment Gauze Peeling Green Tea, promotes visibly clearer, smoother, and moisturized skin. This is like a mild chemical exfoliator that you can use twice a week, or if you have really sensitive skin, use it once a week. It's going to remove any dead skin, impurities. This one specifically works for drier skin. There is another one that is like lemon based that is great for people with acne or really oily skin. It's cool because there's like a little finger slot, so you put your fingers in, you rub, you can flip it to the other side. One side is like a gauze, one side is a cotton. I've noticed that the next day my skin just looks so bright and luminous and glowy, like without even doing anything, straight out of bed. And I did notice that after a couple weeks of use, I felt like my skin did look brighter and a little more even. It also smells so good and like clean and fresh, and just buy based on what your skin type is. From Fresh, they came out with their Vitamin Nectar Antioxidant Glow Water. It's basically nutrition infused skin mist. It is not an aerosol, which is something that I do really like, but the mist in it is so nice and fine and like continuous. It just is hydrating, it makes my skin feel good. It is great on top of makeup, it's great below makeup. There's nothing out of this world like blows my mind with this spray, but it's good for your skin. This bad boy is awesome. This is from Ouai. It's the Volumizing Hairspray. Didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do. I like to kind of spray it up here, and I like to let it sit for a second, and then I'll spray it a little bit through my mids, and then you can massage to almost like activate it, and it just creates so much volume. It's not crispy. You can continue to reactivate it too, like throughout the day. Like it's not just it looks good when you first apply it and then it sucks hours later. I have pretty fine hair and I hate when it sits just like limp. I like a lot of volume, and this is so good, and it smells great also. Next up, also from Ouai, this is the Scalp and Body Scrub. I don't like it on my scalp. I feel like it is just too heavy. However, as a body scrub, I love it. It really gets you feeling so smooth. It's not stripping. You feel hydrated after the fact. It seems like scrubs would be like pretty self-explanatory, but I like the granule size. The granules also melt down as you rub it, so it's abrasive enough that it's exfoliating, but it's not so abrasive. It smells really good. This product here is from Farmacy. It's the Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser with Echinacea, Green Envy, Honey. It is a good sudsing face wash. It gets my skin clean. My skin feels really soft and semi-hydrated after washing this off. It does an okay job of removing my makeup. Like, I definitely am double cleansing with this. If you have any type of skin, because Farmacy is really great for people with sensitive skin, acne prone skin also, then give this a shot. This one is from Youth to the People. It is the Macqui and Acai Prickly Pear Goji Superberry Hydrate and Glow Oil, and it's awesome. I love a good facial oil. I have combo skin. Even if you have kind of oily skin, oils are still your friend. It's going to trick your skin if you have oilier skin into not producing quite as much sebum, because it already is infused with sebum. Like once your skin realizes that, it'll produce less. Science. Some facial oils, like they just sit on top of my skin. This is not one of those oils. This soaks in super quickly. You definitely could add this to like makeup if you like adding oils to your foundation and whatnot. It adds this beautiful glow and your skin feels so incredibly soft. This is a pretty lightweight oil also. You can always drop a couple drops of oil into your moisturizer just for a little added hydration. And Youth to the People, another brand that has like really good ingredients. Also from Youth to the People, this is the Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream Ashwagandha and Reishi Pentapeptide Facial Cream. I'm really into this also, okay? This is a thicker cream, but it's almost like moussey. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's like these little pockets of air inside it, and that's what it feels like. So it soaks right into the skin, so much hydration. There have been days when I'm using this and I like touch my cheek and I'm like, that's soft. What did I use today? It's this. I like the adaptogen concept. Adaptogens are essentially going to be great for calming irritated, red, acneic skin. They're just going to soothe and kind of rebalance everything. And I really do like combining these two. I'm definitely into Kora Organics. If you guys didn't know, it is Miranda Care's skincare line. Everything is created with good ingredients and can be used for people with sensitive skin, any type of skin. This here is the Turmeric Brightening and Exfoliating Mask. I like to rub it in and then you just let it sit, and it does the job of brightening and evening out the skin tone. Turmeric is amazing for evening out the skin tone. It is an antioxidant. Technically, it's also an antiseptic if you ingest it. Side note, unrelated. It does have granules in it, but I like that it's granular, but also you have all those ingredients in there really sitting and doing their job. You can technically leave this on for like 15 minutes if you want. Two other things from Kora. The first one is the Noni Radiant Eye Oil. You pretty much use this as your eye cream. You roll it underneath the eyes. It is a roller ball, which is nice because it's pretty mess free. Now, on the other hand, the hygiene of having the roller ball constantly touching your skin and then rolling back into the product, I'm not sure, but like you should probably be using this on clean skin. It's a great product. It's so hydrating. Your under eyes feel like plump and moisturized and bright. I try not to get it anywhere on the lid area or too close to the lower lash line because it is an oil. It is a little more mobile and I don't want to get a ton of this in my eyes. This is just such a good oil. This is the Noni Glow Face Oil. So this is like a little itty bitty travel size. It definitely comes in a larger size. This is another oil that's amazing, super lightweight, absorbs so beautifully into the skin. Same thing as the Youth to the People one. It has a very similar effect to the skin. Very hydrating. You can mix it in with makeup, mix it in with other skincare. I will say with oils, when you're using them by themselves, you can use them day or night. Just give it like a couple minutes to soak in. You want to just let the oil do its job, and it will soak in if it is right for your skin and if it's a good high quality oil. Belif Aqua Bomb Mist. This is from the brand Belif. It's a skincare brand. This is a skin mist. It actually is really cute. It comes with this bottle and then another like refill, same size, right in the same package. So you get quite a bit of product. This is 2 fluid ounces, so you get like approximately 4 fluid ounces. It's a hydrating mist, okay? So if you have really, really oily skin, you're probably not gonna like this. I like this on the bare face. I like this over makeup if I'm using a lot of powder, and it really helps to rehydrate the skin and melt down the powder. I don't think this prolongs the wear of my makeup terribly, but as a hydrator spray, this is really nice because it's not as heavy as some of the other ones. Like, it's much lighter than the Tatcha Dewy Mist. This is from Algenist. It's the Genius Liquid Collagen Lip. This is cool. I don't know if it really plumps my lips, but it does a great job of making my lips look super, super hydrated. It gets rid, actually, I feel like, of a lot of the lip lines. It doesn't necessarily do that by like plumping, I feel. It feels like for me it's more just hydrating. It has a really cool applicator that is literally cool to the touch also, which is nice when you're applying it. And it comes out and basically these little beads burst upon application, and that's what really infuses into the lips. And you can use it around your lip line also so that it helps smooth out the area around your mouth and your lip line as well. It's really lightweight. When you're first applying it, it feels like water, but then as it starts to dry down, it gains like a tackiness. If you've been thinking about trying it and you want to, it's worth a shot, but it's nothing like life-changing for me. This is from Wander Beauty. This is the Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. I have mine in the shade Tan. It is so lightweight, so just dewy and hydrating looking on the skin, but not overly. It just makes you look glowy, but you're getting so much coverage. It really truly is buildable medium to full coverage. I actually have it on my face right now. The tiniest bits also. This one also is a tube but comes with a giant doe foot applicator. It is very liquidy of a formula, but it has such nice coverage. The only thing that does kind of bother me is because this is like a squeeze tube, so if you squeeze it, the product really does come up, so you will be able to get through all of it, but when you are constantly dipping in and out, it does get a little messy around the edge, but nothing has spilt or wasted or anything. There's not a ton of colors, unfortunately, but tan works for me. If you can find a shade in that, it's awesome. This is from Josie Maran. It's the Vibrancy Argan Oil Full Coverage Concealer Fluid. It's really great. It's what I have on my under eyes right now. Personally, I think that the shade Light, which is what I got, is a little bit too light for my under eye area. I don't like having a light cast underneath my eyes. However, I have still been wearing it and still been using it regularly, and I still really like it. It is beautiful coverage. It is really comfortable underneath the eyes. It doesn't emphasize texture, and it doesn't also slip around at the same time, which is really nice. It's very hard to find like a decently hydrating under eye concealer that doesn't slip around also. Lawless. They came out with the Seal the Deal Loose Setting Powder. I have mine in the shade Classic Translucent. I believe this comes in 3 different shades. Classic Translucent is what I went with because it is technically translucent, but it has kind of like a yellow, beigey tone to it. This powder, really lightweight, definitely helps the skin look and feel smooth, but still allows the skin to look like skin. It is a little powdery looking, I feel, when you first apply it, but if you just give it a minute to just settle in and soak into the skin, or if you even spray it down, any signs of powderiness completely disappear. It doesn't emphasize my pores or texture. It doesn't make me look or feel cakey. I notice I can keep touching up with, and once it settles in, it never looks cakey. Is it more beautiful than my Hourglass Mineral Veil Loose Powder? I don't think so, okay? I'm gonna be honest. That one is still #1, but this is a really, really nice powder. Another one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Magic Powder Under Eye and Face. I have mine in the shade 2, Fair Medium. And it comes in, I want to say 3 or 4 shades. The finish of it is so smoothing and silky looking on the skin. However, it smells so bad, okay? This one smells like a box of crayons. Once it's on your face, it just kind of disappears. However, I just don't like that smell. I feel like when I first opened it, it was way more potent. Now it's kind of settling down, or maybe I'm getting used to it. I'm not sure. But the 2 shade is really nice. Again, light yellow shade. I don't think I like it better than her pressed powder, to be honest, because her pressed powder, that Airbrush Flawless powder, is genius in a compact, but this is still a beautiful face powder. This palette, wasn't gonna buy it because I own the Dior individual highlighters. This is the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. I don't know what this formula is because I just went ahead and assumed it was the same as the individuals. I don't think it is, because this formula is so stunning. It makes your skin look like you have drizzled melted butter onto the highest points of your cheeks, or like you have spotlights coming just at right angles and your skin is super, super hydrated all at the same time. It comes with 4 different shades. All of them are shimmery. Pink, bronze, looks like it's white, but it really comes off as like a white gold, and then your true, more champagne-y gold. This is really pretty as an eyeshadow. For me, it's too deep as a highlighter. Eyeshadow or bronze topper. This pink one is really pretty as a highlighter, but it definitely is cooler toned. I kind of live here. I mix these two and put them on all the time. Look how pigmented and just glossy looking they are. Okay, so I'm taking a little e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and I'm literally just doing this. Do you see that? I look like a Krispy Kreme donut. They got rid of Krispy Kreme a long time ago in my hometown, and I'm upset about it still. And you can really buff it into the skin. It doesn't move any other product around. It just melts and glows. Another highlighter, this is from Artist Couture. This is the Diamond Luxe Luminizer. I have mine in the shade Hot Damn. It definitely has flecks of like glitter. So if you're not someone who likes a bold kind of semi-sparkly highlighter, you're probably not gonna like this. It's a really lightweight, I wanna say like almost drier powder. So it's an interesting texture when you touch it, but then it sits on the skin really nicely and just looks kind of like a glaze. I think this is a pretty highlighter, but I don't think this is like unreal. Marc Jacobs 79 Guilty Omega Glaze All Over Foil Luminizer. I love this because A, the packaging. Are you kidding me? You get a really pretty mirror on that side, and then this is what the product inside looks like. It is a shade that thrives on women of color. So if you have any kind of a tan all the way to much deeper skin, you can use this and get more of a bang for your buck versus people who are super fair are just not going to be able to use this as highlighters. You can use it as a blush topper, you can use it as an eyeshadow. However, if you have melanin, you're gonna get more use out of this because you can use it as a highlighter, a blush topper, an eyeshadow, all over the body, all over the skin, and it's just gonna add such a pretty radiance to the skin. So that's what it looks like on me. On me, it is slightly too deep to use as a highlighter alone. I can mix this in with a different highlighter and still wear it and it looks beautiful, but I really like using this as like a dusting generally on the cheek area. I'll take a stippling brush, grab some of this and just dust it liberally on my cheeks and the higher part of my face, and it literally adds like a gold top coat to my skin. Look at the luminosity and just how it makes the skin look. It is limited edition, so if you want it, get it now. Also from the Marc Jacobs holiday collection, this is the Enamored High Shine Gloss in Shine a Light limited edition. Once again, gold all day, every day. Love this packaging. The color itself, it's a nude gold gloss with gold and hot pink multicolored glitter running through it. So not only is the formula super glossy, but the glitter really amps up the glossiness. And on my skin tone, it almost looks like a clear gloss with all this glitter, but I have seen this on fairer skin tones and it looks almost a little bronze. You can't really go wrong with the Marc Jacobs lip glosses because they are fairly long wearing for a gloss. They feel really comfortable on the lips. They're not gritty and gross, and they look like glass. And they smell minty. I almost forgot to say that. We're going to continue talking about Marc Jacobs holiday collection because I bought literally every single one of the holiday sequins, glam, glitter eyeshadows, and I don't regret it. I'm not sorry about it. I'm actually really happy I did. A lot of brands have come out with these types of pot eyeshadows. They are essentially all very similar in concept. These and the Hourglass Scattered Light eyeshadows are probably my two favorite pot eyeshadow formulas because they are super multi-dimensional, incredibly pigmented, really long wearing, but the finish of them is a lot more unique than some of the other ones, and I feel like the other ones, like Tarte has their chrome paint pots, they're so stunning, but I feel like if you layer slightly too much of it, or it's maybe a warmer day and you're sweating a little bit, those crease on me all the time, which is so frustrating because they're so metallic and then the creases are so obvious. These are really long wearing, they don't crease on me, and I love it. So this here is Glamethyst, and this is the tiniest touch of this shade. It has a purple base, but it also has pink glitter in it and silver glitter. There's not a lot of fallout from these either, which is awesome. This shade is called Flashlights. It's like a silvery white shade, but I feel like there are multicolored glitters in there that are just really hard to see because it's so reflective, especially as an inner corner highlight. It's stunning. This is one of my favorite ones. It's called Topaz Flash, and this is what kind of started it for me because they released Topaz Flash before the holiday collection and one other color. It's like this bronze, but it has pink and rose gold and gold glitters in it, and it's so beautiful. This one is my other favorite. It's called Gleam Girl. It is like a peachy gold, but it has, again, every one of them has micro glitters that are multicolored, so it just adds a lot more dimension. This one is Paparazzi. It's literally fire. It's gold and orange and bronze all at the same time. I personally like applying them with fingers or with a really compact concealer brush. This one here is the last one. As a smoky eye, that would be so stunning. And that one is called Glam Noir. These are the Enamored Hydrating Lip Gloss Sticks from Marc Jacobs, and I love these. This one is Sweet Escape and this is One Mauve Time. These are really hydrating, super glossy lip colors in like a stick form. So it's funny because they look really similar to the lip glosses. You click it up and it just glides onto the lips. It's like a sheer to medium wash of color. It's really hydrating. The only downside is once you click it up, you can't click it back down. So make sure you're only clicking up as much as you need. I kind of get it because it's so hydrating that it almost feels like melty as you put it on. So if you were to click it all the way up, I could see it being such a mess and melting all over the place. And that's the One Mauve Time one. That's kind of like a go-to everyday lip color for me. I got two of the Laura Mercier blushes. This one is in Sangria and this one is in Chai, and these are technically called her blush color infusion. She reformulated her blushes and this is what they are now. I really enjoy this formula. They are pigmented, but at the same time they're like a sheer wash of color. They have matte finishes and shimmery finishes, and I'm just such a fan of these. Chai is like the perfect nude shade. I have it on a little bit right now and it looks kind of light, but it does deepen up once it hits my skin. And then Sangria is like this amazing flush color on my skin, and it has a slight sheen to it, but I love that about the Sangria shade because it adds a lot of luminosity to the skin. But that's Chai. You literally can't see that. Let me put some on. It's super subtle, and I'm using a stippling brush, which is just gonna make it even more subtle. I like it because you can be heavy-handed with it and you will never overdo it, or it's very difficult to overdo it with these blushes. I did buy another thing from Marc Jacobs. They came out with single eyeshadows. Now, they are super expensive for single eyeshadows. Okay, I'm gonna say that right off the bat, and I'm aware of that. However, the texture of these eyeshadows is so amazing. If you have like one shade that you want to wear, period, and that's what you want to wear all over your lid, no fuss, you're just that kind of person, you don't want to really experiment with anything too complicated, then these are beautiful, amazing shadows, and you'll get more use out of them than someone who has like a ton of makeup like me. It's like a gel-based powder, and it's called the Omega Shadow Gel Powder. It's literally called Gel Powder Eyeshadow, and this one is in the shade Daddy-O, and it just feels like butter on the skin. Look at that, how even that application is. Because of the gel formula, I think it really deepens up. So that's one thing. If you're testing these out and you think some of them might be like too light for you, definitely try them. But it's such a pretty color, and it feels like there's nothing on my hand. They have mattes and they have shimmers, but I want more shades and more variety. I would probably definitely get more of them. But if you have eyeshadows and you have stuff you already love, you don't need this. I picked up one of the Demi Matte Lips from Huda Beauty. This is in the shade CEO. Love the names of these. Love the smell of them. Love the formula. It's pretty much a liquid lipstick, but by liquid lipstick, I don't mean like your longwear matte liquid lipstick. I mean like a literal lipstick in liquid form. So you get a creamy finish. It's super pigmented, and they last really long, and they're very hydrating. The sheen definitely diminishes as you wear it. This is from Bite Beauty. It's the Amuse Bouche lipsticks. It's just their normal lipstick in the shade Kimchi. Bite Beauty, if you guys didn't know, is basically a lip brand that is completely food grade ingredient based, which essentially means you could like eat this entire lipstick and it would be non-toxic to your body because everything is food grade. So you ingest a lot of lip product in your entire life. There's some crazy statistic about like the tons or gallons of lipstick you eat in your life because it's just on your lips. So it's kind of comforting to know that some of the lipstick I'm eating is actually food grade. That's Kimchi right there. Super bright pink neon blue based, which I love a good blue based hot pink color. And it's so creamy and pigmented and very hydrating. That was like 2 swipes and you're good. This is from Laura Mercier. This is the lip liner in Chestnut. I heard somebody talking about this color and how it was like the most amazing nude shade, so I picked it up. And I really love it. It's really just that simple, okay? It's like a slightly lighter shade than Whirl from MAC. This one has slightly more warmth. It's like a little bit more peachy. The lip color that I have on right now is actually also a lip liner. This is from Makeup Forever. It's their Artist Color Pencil. This is in the shade Wherever Walnut. It's amazing. I love the texture of a pencil lip liner. A lot of them are really creamy, but it's kind of that old school lip liner texture. Neither one of these are dry. Some of them are drier, like from other brands. It gives you like a beautiful, long-lasting, weightless color to the lips, and I just really love this color specifically too. The last two products I have are from Shiseido, and then I'm really done, okay? This is new from Shiseido. Shiseido kind of revamped and relaunched pretty much what feels like to me their entire brand. This is one of the Modern Matte Powder lipsticks, and this is in the shade 502 Whisper. It's such a pretty nude. It is too light for me to wear by itself. However, I love this nude to wear with lip liners. So I'll use a dark brown lip liner and put this in the center. The texture of these Modern Matte lipsticks is really cool. It's almost like a moussey matte lipstick, which I like because it definitely is matte, but it feels comfortable on the lips. It doesn't crease or separate on me. The last thing I have from Shiseido is one of their Aura Dew Face Eyes Lips. I have mine in the shade Cosmic 03. It's pretty much a glitter top coat. It comes in like 4 different shades, and this one is like a rose gold bronze shade. It's really pretty. So this is what they look like. They're very similar to the ones Dior had, but also Chanel had their like in the pot moussey eyeshadow, and this is pretty much like almost the exact same thing. I feel like these are prettier than the Dior ones because I think they pack a little more punch. They're still sophisticated looking. It's literally like putty, but it feels really lightweight. You get it on your finger. I like to use my fingers. You can totally use a brush. It just leaves a really pretty top coat of sheen and some glitter. I will be wearing a different eyeshadow color. It can be all matte even, and I'll just pop this onto the inner corner of the lid, onto the center of the lid, all over the lid, and it just adds this like wet sheen of a look. That brings me to the end of today's video. We made it, part 1 of this haul. Stay tuned for part 2. It will be coming along with reviews for everything as always. And also, if any of you guys have tried the things I mentioned in today's video, let me know in the comments down below what you thought about them. I'm curious to see if other people feel the same way as I did. But until my next video, thank you guys as always so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you soon. Bye!